that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And I think actually there's probably a number of answers to that. So the first one that comes to mind, of course, is finance and cost, because the costs of working towards net zero are going to be big, and it's about time that we had this open, honest, transparent conversation about it. Because I think the way that we look to fund this transition, and a just transition is what we hear about, is going to take, different approaches and new innovative ways of financing. And I think in part, for example, that there's going to be sort of third party involvement with that. There will be obviously a continued use of some grants, but you can't finance everything like that. And so I think that that's going to be a key area, which with the new Department for Energy Security and Net Zero, we hope that a lot of focus will be on that as one of the main challenges. Clearly, another major challenge, which will be for this new department as well, will be around decarbonising the electricity grid to net zero. I think their figures around sort of 2035, I believe it is. So you've got the finance, you've got the grid challenges, but they're surmountable, and that will happen. And I think the last challenge that I'd particularly mention would be around, in a sense, skills and knowledge. Now, if you look at food and drink manufacturing, around 96% of companies are SMEs. I'll take this question in some different ways. I think the first way I'll take it would be around energy and perhaps some innovative work there. So utilising some funding from the Green Distilleries Fund up in Scotland, there are some projects which are looking at the role of hydrogen and utilising that in the process. So that's very exciting in terms of decarbonising gas. Tate and Lyle down in London, sugar factory, they have got funding under the Industrial Energy Transformation Fund to look at the potential application of technologies with carbon capture, use and storage. So again, that's at the forefront of innovation. And a slightly different perspective I'd like to take. I had a conversation with the Welsh Government recently around sustainability issues more generally, and actually they're very keen on helping Welsh businesses to develop almost like a brand Wales, which is at the forefront of sustainability issues, including, of course, reducing emissions. And actually, in terms of innovative solutions, if we can help our businesses to get on the front foot, then this actually can really help British business, both here and abroad. It's a great idea to attend this show, because what we need for food system change is collaboration, and collaboration across the supply chain from farm to fork. And coming to an exhibition such as this, you will meet so many people, you'll get ideas, you'll get support, you will learn. You've got so many things under one roof to be able to help you on that journey. So innovation and collaboration would be two summary words for why you should attend this event.